Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Sorry about the shakiness of the camera. There's a storm coming, so you may hear lightning or thunder, and Webster freaking out. I'm hoping I can get this done before that happens. But I want to show you my May favorites. I'm just going to go ahead and go right into it. The first thing I wanted to show you is actually a fashion favorite. And in my last video, I had showed you my Little Mermaid tank top that I found at Rue 21 for like $6. And then I also got this shirt at Target. The only thing I'm disappointed in, when I washed it, a lot of the red dye came out, so now it looks tie-dye, so that's lame. But I've been looking for inexpensive Disney t-shirts. There's a girl that I'm going to talk about later if I have time, who has a blog that I follow, like a fashion and kind of decorating blog, and she incorporates a lot of Disney and kind of cartoon shirts in a really stylish way, like with blazers and kind of unexpected things, so they look more fashionable and less like something a kid would wear. And so I got a couple of inexpensive Disney shirts. I think I'm going to start collecting them since I like Disney anyway, with like the Muppets and different things on them, and kind of see how I can incorporate that the way that she does in kind of a less expensive, just a fun way. I just think it's neat. I think that growing up is lame, and so I'm just going to keep wearing my Disney stuff. And in the same theme as Disney, I saw these on another girl I follow. Thankfully, all these girls are like my age or around the same age, so it justifies me acting like a child. But she had posted these little beanbag animals, and they have like a plush head, and then the bottoms are beanbags, I guess, so they can sit upright. But these are called Itty Bitties, and they are Disney, and they're exclusive to Hallmark. And so I went in there the other day, and I got the Minnie Mouse, and I brought it home, and I think Andrew was just like, did you buy a Beanie Baby at almost 31? Like, I don't understand. But I was showing him on Instagram, not that he cared or anything, that like a lot, I think these are probably marketed towards kids, but all the people I've seen talk about them on Instagram and Twitter are like mid to late 20s, early 30s. And so I'm like, all right, there's something to this. Maybe these are the new adult Beanie Babies. But I also got Cinderella. And I want to get more of the princess ones. These retail like $6 or $7, or sometimes you can get them like buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 5 get the 6th one free. It just kind of depends. These, when I went, were on sale for Memorial Day for 20% off, so they were a little bit cheaper. But I just thought they were so cute. And Cinderella is one of my favorite princesses. I think my all-time favorite might be Snow White. It changes from day to day, or maybe Belle. I don't know. But I thought the Minnie Mouse and Cinderella were just super cute. And then in September, they're coming out with Rapunzel, Merida, and all of the characters from Rudolph, which is like mine and Rochelle's all-time favorite anything. And so I have to get those for her for Christmas, and I'm freaking out about them. Anywho, to a completely different spectrum, I'm going to show you some of my makeup favorites this month. One of my all-time favorite bronzers is by Tarte, and I have trouble with bronzer making me look like I've been hanging out with Dick Van Dyke and Chimneys. But this is Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. And it, I think it retails for, it's not cheap, like $28. But one of these will last me for almost half a year. So that's kind of how I justify just paying more money for it. And I have such a hard time with bronzers. I've tried all the drugstore ones, and they just don't look right on my skin tone. No matter what I do, they tend to make me look dirty. So what I like about this one is it's a really light color. As you can see, like, it's actually not that bronze. It's almost like a kind of a nude blush color on me. But the formula is amazing. It stays on the entire day. I put it on at 7 in the morning, and no joke, still at like 9, 10 at night. It's not exactly the same as it was in the morning, but it still looks pretty darn good. And for me, that makes it worth the investment. I just love this bronzer. Can't say enough good things about it. And then I'm kind of new. I haven't purchased like a ton of Tarte products, but Rochelle had this mascara, and it is the Tarte Lights Flashes Camera, or Lights Camera Flashes mascara by Tarte. And it's funny, I just had a conversation with one of my friends on Facebook about how sometimes when you have to buy like high-end mascara or eyeliner or something like at Ulta or Sephora, you sort of feel like you're selling like your firstborn or your soul or an organ to pay for, you know, a $23 mascara. And so when I went, I kind of felt like I was selling out after I'd had this conversation with her. But usually if I make a purchase like this, and not that I have to like justify how I spend things to you guys, but I do want you to know, like real people who are not paid to be beauty bloggers and send all this free stuff, like not everyone can go to Ulta and buy this. There's also a green tubed mascara by Wet n Wild that Rochelle loves and told me about that I actually want to buy and try that too. But I like this one because it makes your lashes, like, for lack of a better way to explain it, kind of slutty looking. It like makes your lashes huge, and I really like that. But it has a wand similar to the voluminous butterfly mascara that L'Oreal put out, but I don't like that one because I don't like drier mascaras. This one's wetter, which I prefer. So there's that. And let me give you a close-up of the packaging. Sorry about the glare. And then the next thing I want to show you is, I guess, a skincare favorite. I don't really use a lot of skincare in the summer because my face breaks out easily. I tend to just use like a Dove bar and some Cetaphil, which I know is super boring, that I don't have all this fancy skincare. I probably should start looking into that where I'm turning 30 and my skin's changing, but whatever. But I wanted to show you my favorite sunscreen. And this is the Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch Broad Spectrum SPF 30. And sunscreen is so important, especially for someone in my family. Skin cancer runs in my family. I'm very light. I'm covered in freckles, which you can't always tell on camera. I don't even know if I put... I'll show you my hairy arm. I have freckles all over my face and body. I'm completely covered, and so I'm very diligent about wearing sunscreen, particularly when I'm not covered up by winter clothes. And so this is my favorite because it smells like coconuts and the beach, and it absorbs quickly, so you don't have that weird greasy sticky feeling all day. And then the next thing is, I've been trying really hard to do a devotional in the morning. If any of you do that, let me know what books you like. But I really like the Jesus Calling because they're short. You can see I've marked mine all up. They're short, and so they take very little time. And I typically don't always do the Bible reading with them, which is bad. I probably should. But I just like this because it's kind of, you just touch base with God in the morning. It kind of gets you going, and I just really like that. But it's Jesus Calling, and I got this for like $12 at Walmart. And it's a popular series. I think there's several of them. The next one is a food favorite. This is not healthy popcorn, but I don't care because it's delicious.